Hello everyone. Let's discuss about the Election Commission of India. This particular topic is from the third chapter of Political Science, Electoral Politics. Article 324 of the Constitution of India provides that there shall be an independent election commission. The Election Commission of India is an autonomous constitutional authority responsible for administering the election procedures in the country at national, state and district level. The body administers elections to the Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha, the state legislative assemblies, the state legislative councils and offices of the president and the vice president of the country. Election Commission is amongst the few institutions which functions with both autonomy and freedom. Just like judiciary, just like the Union Public Service Commission, Election Commission also enjoys enormous power. It is an independent authority, it is an independent constitutional authority which have been given power to conduct smooth, free and fair elections in the country. Let's discuss about the composition of the Election Commission of India. The Election Commission of India is composed of the Chief Election Commissioner and two other officers who are known as Election Commissioners. The Chief Election Commissioner is the head of the Election Commission of India and he is assisted by two main officers who are known as Election Commissioners. The Chief Election Commissioner is appointed by the President of India for a term of 6 years or 65 years, whichever is earlier. The two other election commissioners are also appointed by the President of India with the advice given by the Chief Election Commissioner. The main objective of the Chief Election Commissioner along with election commissioners is to conduct smooth, free and fair elections in the country. As I discussed earlier, the elections are conducted for the Lok Sabha, for the Rajya Sabha, for the legislative assemblies of the state and also for the offices of the President and Vice President of our country. The Chief Election Commissioner, once appointed, cannot be removed so easily. He enjoys the same power as enjoyed by the judges of the High Court or the Supreme Court. So, the Chief Election Commissioner is accountable and is responsible for the conducting smooth and free elections in the country. They direct and they control the whole election processes in the country. Let's discuss about the powers of the Election Commission of India. Very few election commissions in the world have such a wide-ranging powers as the Election Commission of India. So let's discuss about the powers of the Election Commission one by one. The first point is Election Commission takes decision on every aspect of conduct and control of elections from the announcement of elections to the declaration of results. The responsibility of the Election Commission is to conduct free and fair elections in the country and control and direct the election procedures in the country. And this starts from the announcement of elections to the declaration of the results. Second point is it implements the code of conduct and punishes any candidate or party that violates it. During the time of election, the Election Commission has the power to implement the moral code of conduct, and if any political party or any candidate from any political party tries to violate the moral code of conduct, under such condition, the Election Commission has the power to punish. Third is, during the election period, the Election Commission can order the government to follow some guidelines. During the time of election, the Election Commission instructs the government offices or the government officials to follow certain guidelines which will be appropriate during the time of elections. If the Election Commission see that in a particular area there is misuse of governmental powers, under such condition it has the power to transfer officers or government officials from one particular area to another area. The fourth one is, when on election duty, government officers work under the control of Election Commission. So during the time of election, the whole governmental procedures, or you can say the officials of the government, works directly under the control of the Election Commission. So the fourth point says, when on election duty, government officers work under the control of Election Commissions of India. Let's discuss about the challenges to free and fair elections. Conducting free and fair elections in a country is one of the main features of a democratic government. Elections in India are generally conducted in a free and fair manner, but it does not mean that the Election Commission does not face any problem. There are lots of challenges which the Election Commission faces from time to time. Some of the challenges to free and fair elections in a democratic country like India are as follows. Number one, candidates and parties with lot of money may not be sure of their victory, but they do enjoy a big and unfair advantage over smaller parties and independents. Second point, in some parts of the country, candidates with criminal connection have been able to push others out of the electoral race and to secure a ticket from major parties. Third point, some families tend to dominate political parties. Tickets are distributed to relatives from these families. Number four, smaller parties and independent candidates suffer a huge disadvantage compared to bigger parties. So these are the four main challenges which we face from time to time.